Hello everyone. Some of you ladies has asked me if I would share my chili recipe with y'all. It's really quite simple. I use about 2 pounds of ground beef. I've already got it in my uh, boiler. I don't use a frying pan when I'm browning it. I just put everything in the same boiler at one time. I browned the beef, of course, and then I already had some chopped up onions and some red, green, and I believe orange, red, green, and orange bell pepper that was mixed together. So I put them in there and just kind of sauteed that a little bit. It wasn't quite enough onion and bell pepper, but that's all the bell pepper I had. And now I'm going to add a pack of the mild chili seasoning mix. Let it be browning and sauteing in there with that, getting the season all work around in it. Stir it around a little, kind of mix it up. There we go, it's looking nice and brown, looking good. Always brown your meat first, and if you need to, drain it off. Sometimes, the hamburger meat is a little greasier than what we think it is, but this was pretty good. It wasn't all that greasy. I drained what little bit there was off, and I added just a tiny bit of olive oil. Smells good. Okay, and then I already chopped up some onion. I've used half of a medium Valdea onion. I'm going to put that in here. Come on. Get off. You're doing good. Get off. Well, I'll just get the rest of you with my hand then. I'm a hands-on kind of person anyway, so may as well just put the hand in there and go for it, huh? Not in the boiler though, just in here. Okay, this is what we're doing with this now, just stirring the onions around. Gonna let them kind of saute in there a little bit. Okay, doing good, doing good. Got it all in there real good. Okay, next will be, turn the heat up just a tad. Okay, and I've got it on medium heat. Next will be our Bush's chili beans, mild chili sauce. I don't put the hot chili sauce in there. I always just let other people have some hot sauce. If they want more sauce, they can add it to their own bowl, and that way you're not burning everyone else up. 1 can of diced tomatoes. Sometimes I use whole tomatoes, just whichever one I have on, on hand. 1 can of Manwich Original Sloppy Joe sauce. This already has some onions and bell pepper and garlic. Just a whole lot of good stuff in there. Adds more zing to it. See the color of it? You see all the little goodies that's in there? Okay, put that there. Let's stir this up. Here we go with my trusty little spatula. Just kind of blend it all in there real good. Just kind of fold it over. This is how you fold. You dip it under and flip it up. That's called folding. There we go. Oh, that's looking so good. Okay, now that's really thick, and if you don't want it that thick, that's no problem. Just, I already got the water ready. Here's my water. Cute little glass that I got for a penny at Dollar General. That's the only thing at Dollar General I could find for a penny. The rest of the time I just found it out in the dumpster. But I saw this and I grabbed it. It said $1 and I thought, well, it's just $1. I'll go ahead and I'll get it. Went up to the register and it was a penny. Let's see if that'll be enough. I'm going to kind of liquefy it just a little because we don't like our chili to be real thick. I'm going to give it a little moisture in there so that everything will be able to just kind of stew a little bit and mix your flavor in. You don't want it to be too thick. Don't want to cook out of the boiler either. Granny's a mess sometimes, y'all. You just have to watch out for Granny because you don't know what she's going to do next. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more water to it. Because this will thicken up. There we go. See, okay, everybody. Some of you ladies asked me if I would do a video and show you how I make my chili. I started filming this earlier while I was preparing the bell pepper. I've got red, green, and yellow bell pepper in here. And also onions. And anyway, while I was chopping it all up to put it in here, my phone went dead. Yeah, no, can't film it without the camera, can I? But anyway, this is the ingredients that I used. I used 1 can of Bush's mild chili beans. I used 1 can of petite diced tomatoes. And believe it or not, my secret ingredient, which won't be much of a secret after this, is 1 can of Manwich original sloppy Joe sauce. And of course, the mild chili seasoning mix. And what I did was I put my hamburger meat, I've got 2 pounds of hamburger meat in here. I put my hamburger meat in my boiler. I browned it, drained off the excess grease or fat, as you want to call it. And then I added my chopped onions. It's half of a Valdea onion that I put in there. Chopped it up real fine. And put in the bell peppers. And then I added the beans. I added the seasoning, of course, right here. And stirred it all in. Let it mix in real good. And then I added the can of tomatoes and stirred it around, and after that I added the Manwich. Now as far as salt and pepper, I'm going to put in salt now. Not a lot because, you know, some people just don't want a lot of salt, and I always let people salt it more to their taste, not to mine. Black pepper. You can see it's got the black pepper and the salt. It's really smelling good right now. It's been cooking for about 10 minutes. And I like to make it a little soupy. I don't like thick chili, and no one in my family does, so we make it a little soupy, but just let it cook. I let it cook about 45 minutes, but now you can let it cook overnight if you want it to have more of a chili flavor to it, you know, from the seasoning mix. And we let it cook a little bit longer sometimes. It just all depends. If you're in a big hurry, this is a fast way to make the chili. I don't like dry pinto beans. Had to eat them too much when I was growing up. I just never developed a taste for it as I got older. So I use the canned pinto beans. And it don't matter which brand you get. I like to use Bush. It's my favorite brand. And it doesn't matter about which brand of tomatoes you get. Sometimes I use the diced tomatoes, and sometimes I use the whole tomatoes. I just chop them up while they're cooking. But I always use Manwich. I always use the original flavor. And then I put it on and I let it cook like I said, for maybe about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on how big of a hurry you're in. And if you're not in a big hurry, you can just, in your crock pot, just brown your meat in the skillet or in the boiler, whichever one you want to use. Add all your seasoning, you know, your onions, your bell pepper, the chili seasoning, and mix it all in real good, and then transfer it over to your crock pot. Put your beans, tomatoes, and the manwich. And if you want, what I normally do if I put it in the crock pot, I put, if I use a big can of beans like this, I'll put about a big can of water like this in there. And that way I get all the beans out. I just put the water in the same can, swish it around, and pour it over in the crock pot, and turn it on low, and either go to sleep, or if I have errands that I have to run that day, then I just let it cook while I'm gone, and then when I get back, my dinner is ready. Sometimes we serve it over rice. Sometimes we just put it in our bowl and eat it with saltine crackers, put cheese on top of it, and a little bit of sour cream. Right now I'm out of sour cream and cheese, so it will just be the crackers and some sweet tea. And what I'm going to do now, I'm cooking it on medium. Put it on high a little bit just to bring it up to a boil. But then after you get it bubbling like this, you can turn it down on medium or put it on low. And right now I'm going to put it on low and just let it simmer, because you want to let it simmer a few minutes and get that flavor to just kind of set in there. I'm going to put the lid on it and just let it simmer. And in the meantime, I'm going to wipe that spot off my stove, because I don't like a dirty kitchen. And if it comes out on my stove, then to me my kitchen is dirty. I don't like that. I like a clean stove. There we go. Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to let you guys go on pause for a few minutes, and then when it's ready, I'll open up the lid and you can see what the finished product looks like. And that looks good, don't it? That is the chili. It's piping hot, so I'm going to put it over in my little bowl. This is one of the bowls that I found out by the curb somewhere. There was a set of 4. I couldn't believe it. They were so cute. I'm going to let that cool a couple of minutes. Put the lid back on this. That's the way it looks, y'all. Don't it look good? Sounds like I'm bragging on myself, don't it? Wee doggy. That is some good looking stuff. Alright, I'm going to give it a taste. There it is. You can see it's still hot too. And here we go. Have to blow that. Okay, ladies, I'm going to try this chili. Here it is. Yeah, this is the chili. Okay, you're going to see me try it. I let it cool for a few minutes. It was pretty hot, so I had to cool. But here we go. It's good. I think it looks good to me. What do you guys think? Does it look good to you guys? Does that look good? It tastes good. I wish you guys was here so you could be eating some of this chili with me.
We'll circle around and pick up the trail the other side of Depot Hill.
I might take another bite or two. How about that?
I'd like to see this.
You know, Jack, when this is over with,
Mm-hmm.
I'll get drunk. Stay that way for a whole week.
You're gonna have company.
That's good chili, y'all.
Dr. March! Dr. March! You're gonna have to show yourself. We want to help you.
Well,
Come on down.
ladies, y'all give me a comment. Let me know what you think. Y'all have a good night. God bless you.